Welcome to My Legacy Garage. Today, we're going to do a review on our camper. It's a 2018 Telluride. I know it's a weird name, but it's made by Starcraft. They've been around since like 1903 or something crazy like that. It's a good camper. Let's walk around and I'll show you what I mean. Let's start with the hitch pin. This is a fifth wheel camper. The hitch goes in the bed of your truck. Now, a lot of y'all might say, you need a 1-ton truck or a big old dually for that. You don't. This is a half-ton towable. I tow it with my Ram 1500, and it pulls beautifully. The key is this little hitch pin right here. It's called a sidewinder, and what it does is it takes the point where it turns and moves it from here in the bed of the truck to back here, so that the camper sits back further on your truck, but is still hooked in the bed. That's the way they have to do it with the short beds on the half-ton trucks with the mega cabs and the crew cabs and all that stuff. It's the only way to get enough room so this doesn't hit the back of the cab when you're turning. But it works great. This particular camper has a hitch weight just under 1,300 pounds, which if you look at the specs on your truck is well within the range of modern half-ton trucks. The GVW for this camper is just under 10,000 pounds, also well within the specs of a modern half-ton truck. Let's take a look around, shall we? I want to start with, this unit has 2 slides, which is awesome. It's such a light unit. You got one in the bedroom here, which you'll see inside, and then of course your living space slide, which is your couch and your dinette. Right here, you have propane. You've got 2 tanks here, 20-pound tanks for a total of 40 pounds of storage here. There's one on the other side that's a spare that's not actually connected in. It's another 20 pounds, so 60 pounds altogether. This is pass-through storage. It goes all the way to the other side. One really nice thing about these doors are nice and thick, and they have really good seals on them, and they're slam shuts, so you know they're closed. Right here we have what they call the docking station. This is kind of the business end of the camper. Inside here you'll see all sorts of stuff. You can turn a light on inside of here. You can turn your freshwater pump on inside of here. This is your hose connection. If you turn this up here, then you can fill your freshwater tank. This is a really nice feature of this camper, which is a black water flush. And what that does is it washes out your black water tank while you're draining it and get everything out. On the bottom side here, you have a gray water holding tank up there underneath the pass-through that is for the bathroom. You have your black water tank right here, also for the bathroom. You can drain both of those. They drain through this port right here. Also worth mentioning, frameless windows for that really clean modern look, and they open out so that even if it's raining you can have the windows open. This is a 50 amp camper even though it only has 1 AC. Now we run it on 30 amps and we haven't had any problems with it, but I would guess if you had a bigger one that had 2 ACs you'd have a problem. 50 amps have these really big thick cords and a different style plug. Over here you can see we have an adapter so that we can change it from 30 amp to 50 amp. In the very back, this is your water heater. It has electronic ignition, so you don't ever have to light the pilot on it. You just put the switch inside, which I'll show you in a little bit. Boom, lights right up, hot water. Spare tire, just in case you're having a real bad day. And a roof rack. You know, if you're not afraid of heights, you can go up there and fix on stuff and whatnot. I'm not a real big fan, and that ladder is tiny, and I'm not a little guy, but it gets me up there. Leveling. Power leveling jacks. We all love them. This one's no exception right here. In, out. Lowers both of the back jacks. They self-stabilize, so if one touches first, it stops, and the other one goes down, and then they go down together and level everything out. Front has the same thing. It's pretty awesome. One of our favorite features of this camper, especially Jessica. She loves to cook. She likes to be able to be outside, you know, where all the people are, instead of inside, slaving away in the kitchen, just like a regular old kitchen bee. So right here, you've got the outdoor kitchen. Now, this is a little bit better than some of the other outdoor kitchens I've seen in other campers, and we looked around quite a bit. You've of course got your 2-burner stove, which is pretty standard. This has hot and cold running water and a sink, which is fantastic. And then of course you have a little mini fridge here too. Good for drinks or food prep, anything along those lines. And a little bit of storage space up there for paper towels and bug spray, because let's be honest, you're camping. This storage bin, by the way, magnetic holdups, fantastic. This thing goes way up in here, and we were like, what do you put in there? Well, how about a broom? Vacuum cleaner, mops, chairs, all sorts of stuff. This is the other side of the pass-through. Again, magnetic hold-up, goes the whole way through. When you're done, slam it shut, that's it. And in here, this is that other 20-pound propane tank I was talking about earlier. You also have your front stabilizer jack button here. This right here is ready for solar panels, if you ever wanted to do that. And then inside here is another storage compartment, and it's a little bit more utilitarian. It's kind of open to the elements. The battery and stuff is in there, so it's vented and all that good stuff. You've got this grab handle right here, which is great for going up and down these steps, because this camper does sit really high off the ground, which incidentally affects the usability of the outdoor kitchen. Keep that in mind. The door, ours, is really hard to open. It's really stiff. It doesn't really swing. Not really sure if they're all like that or if it's just ours, but we make do with it. Control panel. This is sort of the brain of the camper. There's all sorts of stuff on here, like your water pump, your gas water heater, or you can run it on electric. You have all your lights, whether they're in here or on the outside. The steps here have their own light. And then you have your slide out controls and the power awning control. All fabulous. The awning, incidentally, has speakers on either end of it that point down. It's pretty awesome. Every camper needs a dinette. This is no exception. It's a pretty standard dinette. Folds down into a bed. We've never had to use it, but it looks, pretty comfortable. And of course, it has the storage underneath, just like any other camper. One thing that really sets this camper apart is the use of the furniture that they have in it. This particular couch, though you can't see it because we have to protect it from the dog's raptor claws, is actually a heated and massage capable reclining love seat. It is amazingly comfortable. Not only that, straight across from the TV. Here you have the bunk spaces. Now this particular camper is a little bit different. Most of the time they have two small bunks on either side. This one has full-size beds with plugs and USBs and lights all up there already, top and bottom, for your family. Great to have, especially because, kids. And they have a door right here that they can shut and be separate from the parents, because, kids. Also, back here, there's this giant cabinet. Now, we use it as a pantry because, honestly, the only drawback we found here is camper doesn't have a pantry. And we like to cook. Correction, Jessica likes to cook. I don't really cook. I clean up. Now, the one downside to the storage back here is you only have this one drawer under the bunks. They don't lift up or anything like that, and that's because that's where the outdoor kitchen is outside. Entertainment station. This right here is a DVD, CD, radio, I don't know. It might communicate with Mars, I'm not sure. But it does all kind of cool stuff, and it has two different channels for the speakers, so in here and outside there's ones on the awning I talked about earlier. TV, it's a smart HD TV. We actually have a Fire Stick plugged into it, so, all the comforts of home. You have some storage up here. It's kind of a weird angled cabinet back in the back there, and if you're short like Jessica, you can't reach it. Also, a little electric fireplace. Really nice for if you're camping in the fall, when it's kind of chilly outside, to come in and turn the little electric fireplace on. It's only like 5,000 BTUs. It doesn't put out a lot of heat, but it's still pretty comfortable. Speaking of heat, central heat, central AC, both ducted. Like the comforts of home, right? As you can see, this return vent right here and your air out vent right here is for the air conditioning. And the way that they do it, by drawing air from either side without that big clunky unit right in the center, it's super quiet and it keeps it nice and chilly in here. The refrigerator is pretty standard camping refrigerator. It's actually, fairly large. You can fit more in there than you would think. And of course you have a little freezer, another storage cabinet up there that unless you're a giant you can't reach. I'm almost 6 foot, just shy, and I can't put stuff up there. Same thing here. This one's a little bit better. You might be able to fit something up there. Microwave, your range, a range hood, and of course another drawer down in the bottom. Over here, you have a double bowl sink. Stainless, undermount, under your solid surface countertop. It's really, really nice. Not only that, pulls out, sprays, all that good stuff, just like home. You have a couple of cabinets underneath here. Keep more stuff in for kitchen type stuff. You have a drawer right here. You use this for kitchen utensils, silverware, etc. It's a pretty clever design. Kind of two drawers in one. This one down here is good for bigger stuff like toaster, pots, pans, such. This cabinet right here is special. Especially if you have a special dog like we do that just loves to dig in the trash. Your trash can goes in a cabinet. Bathroom. Pretty standard for a camper of this size. Much better than your normal campers that you usually see with the little square tub that you can't do anything. You can't even get a dog bath in it if you wanted to. We've got a full-size shower with doors that actually stay closed. A porcelain flush toilet with the foot flush. Solid surface counter with a stainless steel undermount sink. Of course you have the medicine cabinet for extra storage for all your toiletries and everything. And then we have some space down here as well for extra toilet paper and a little trash can gig and all that good stuff. This starts the entry into the bedroom. You have another little storage bin right here. It's kind of a hanging closet, armoire, whatever you want to call it. We keep towels and whatnot in it. This right here is a pocket door. Separates the bedroom from the bathroom so that it's more like an ensuite and keeps you away from the kids. There's another door though. I'll show you. Ta-da! Another door into the bedroom. Come on in. Pretty standard cabinetry up here for a camper with a nightstand on either side. Also has plugs and USBs. Pretty nice. This dresser over here with a nice countertop is a really, really nice touch. This is that slide out that we saw from outside. All kind of drawers here for storage. The most impressive part of this bedroom though is the bed. This is a residential size queen bed. Not the camper queen where they call it a queen, but it's not really a queen and none of your sheets fit and you can't find one to replace that really nasty, horrible mattress that comes with your camper. This one came with the really horrible, nasty mattress like they always do, but we went ahead and bought a mattress, which you can buy at any mattress store, and replaced it, and it's a standard size. It is fantastic. So in conclusion, this camper is a perfect fit for us. I hope if you're looking at a Telluride 296 VHS, that it works for you as well. Like I said, the only thing we really didn't like about it was it didn't have a pantry, but we worked around it. Some of the things that were just must-haves for us was a nice bunk space that was separate for the kids, an ensuite bathroom that was actually usable with a real shower, a TV that was across from the couch so you could actually watch it instead of perpendicular to it, which you think would make sense, but apparently that's rare. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and please consider subscribing. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on My Legacy Garage.